Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, or whatever day you happen to be watching this workout. Welcome to Saturday Surprise. Every week we do something a little bit different, and if you have any recommendations or workouts that you would like to do or you would like to try, go ahead and let me know. You can put them in the comments or you can contact me via my website. But today we are going to do strength and power. So we have two exercises. We have a strength-based move followed by a power-based move using similar muscles and similar movements. We're going to do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, and 2 rounds. This workout is low impact. I'll show you options to take it up to a higher impact workout or to bump up the intensity. We are going to use dumbbells for a lot of these exercises. If you want to focus on lower body, you don't have to use any equipment. You'll just focus on doing range of motion, and you'll be focusing a little bit more on legs and a little bit less on upper body. A lot of my workouts do use weights, do use equipment, and the biggest reason for that is especially for women and especially for anybody that is getting older, which we all are. Strength training is one of the best ways to stay active and healthy. And yes, you can do a lot of body weight exercise, but adding that resistance is just going to make things a little more challenging, which also means that your daily life is going to be a little bit easier. That being said, we're going to go ahead and get warmed up. So grab some dumbbells, grab a mat or a chair if you want to do chair exercises today. We're going to grab a little bit of water or something to drink, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to bring it in the center. We're just going to take a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale. So big breath in and out. Now the big thing for this is I a lot of times try to keep up with the music. You do not have to. Always go at your own pace. All right, we're gonna tap it out to the side, and we're just gonna do a nice good swing across the body. So we're just starting to wake up those hips. We're waking up those shoulders. Let's take the arms up, adding in a little bit of a side bend. This one always feels really good to me. All right, bring it into the center. Take those arms out, thumbs pointing towards the ceiling. And we're just going to do nice, good shoulder circles, moving from the shoulders. Good, let's change direction. We're just warming up, so we don't have to go for really big movements right now. Good, bring it in. We're gonna do a slow deadlift. We're gonna stand up nice and tall. So this is our movement practice. So before we start adding any weights, before we start adding any resistance, we're just gonna hinge it forwards and stand up nice and tall. So nice, good hinge, lift. So core is braced. Good, we're gonna do one more right here. Now we're gonna keep the chest up. We're gonna sit our hips back towards our heels, and then we're gonna stand. So hips back, stand nice and tall. You can see I'm keeping my chest lifted. I'm keeping my belly just a little bit tucked. A lot of times we do this, and what tends to happen is we start to push our buns out to keep our chest up, and we put a lot of pressure on that low back. We wanna do a little tuck. Yes, your knees are going to move towards your toes. Good, forward step and reach. So forward step, pull it back, squeeze the shoulders together. Precursor to lunges. If you want to go deeper into your lunge, go for it. Good, let's slow it down. We're gonna lunge, reach it up to the ceiling, stand up nice and tall. If it feels more comfortable to step back into your lunge, go ahead and do that. If you have issues with your knees, a lot of times, stepping back into a lunge feels better than stepping forwards. So drop and lift. Again, belly stays in. One more. Good, step it out to the side, hold it here, just like this. Little side to side lunge. This is one of our moves today, but we're gonna slow it down and we're gonna add some weights. Good, we're gonna slow it down here, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Good, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. All right, let's bring it up in the center, right leg. Swing it front back, nice and tall. Hold your balance. Hold on to something if you need to. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, switching sides right here, front to back. Start small. Again, hold on to something if you need to. I'm already feeling a little wobbly this morning. 3, 2. Good. Bring it in the center. We're going to take it out to the side. Little cross in front. So you can go out and in. And I want you to think it's a swing. We're just letting that joint kind of hang out, lift and cross. Good. Switching sides. I cannot hold on today. I cannot hold my balance today. So I am going to move it over to the side. Hold on to something. 3, 2. Good. Bring it in the center. Take those legs nice and wide. Feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Sit back. We're just going to do a little cat-cow right here. So inhale, exhale. So if I turn in and out. So we don't want to go down and then lift our bodies, right? It's just a little pelvic lift and then a little tuck. If you have osteopenia, osteoporosis, don't do the round in the tuck. Just think about a nice good belly breathe where you hold your spine, breathe into your tummy, and then exhale. So a little waking up the low back here. Good. Hold it here. We're going to roll it all the way up. A little side sway. Nice good shoulder rolls up, back, and down. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, bring it into the center. We're going to lift and lift. So hands lightly behind the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the belly in. We're trying to get those thighs as close to parallel to the floor as you can get. 4, 3. Good. Hamstring curls right here. Reach. So a little bit of a press back, a little bit of a tricep extension as well. 4, 3, 2. All right, get ready. Give yourself a little bit of space. We're going to go for a plank walkout. So feet are a little bit wide. Hands, we're going to walk ourselves out to a nice good plank. And then we're going to walk ourselves all the way back. If you don't want to go to the floor, you've got that chair nearby. You're going to stand near the chair, put your hands on the seat of the chair, and then keeping your chest over the seat of the chair, you're going to step it back into a plank. This is a really good thing to practice. Doesn't matter how old or how young you are, you need to be able to get up and down off of the floor, yes? Good, let's bring it all the way back up. And we're just gonna go for a power march. So your option 1 is right here. Your option 2 is you can do a nice good jog. I know some people might live in an apartment. Got to keep it low impact, right? All right, jumping jacks, tap it out and out. This is your low version. This is your high version. You choose which one is going to feel better for you. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink of water. So if you're just joining us, we've got 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, a strength, followed by a power, and then 2 rounds. So your first exercise is going to be a side lunge with a front raise. Now you can do option 1, side lunge, front raise in the middle. Option 2, side lunge, front raise, side lunge, front raise. So do the front raise in that side lunge in the hold low position. Second exercise, side lunge, 3, 2, 1, out, in, 3, 2, 1. So grab a dumbbell or 2, 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm keeping my legs wide. So I'm not going to step today. I'm going to focus on just switching from one side to the other in my side lunge. Remember, this is our strength. So you can always just go with a little bit of a heavier weight. Focus on a little depth, a little range of motion. Try to go a little deeper. It's kind of what I'm going for right now. Again, based on how my knee is feeling, I am 99%. Still get an occasional twinge. We've had 10 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight down. Gonna go for a side lunge or a side step, triple jog or triple march if you want to keep it low. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So take it out, in, 1, 2, 3. This is your low impact version. Reach for something, pull it in close to you. Reach, pull it in close. Now take it out, up. Nice, good jog. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is power. I want you to try not to go slow, right? Your fast, however, is different than mine. You might be faster than me. You might be a little bit more of an athlete. You can go a little quicker. You might be here. Still a little slow, but fast. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it back in. We're gonna go for side lunge with a front raise. I'm gonna go a little heavier. We'll see how this works. So again, I'm not stepping. I'm just gonna focus on the strength in the movement. Here we go. Good, 3, 2, 1. Apparently I can't count. I only set my timer for 2 rounds, and I should have set it for 4. But your time is officially on now. Some of you that are on the ball might be getting a couple extra reps in here. That's okay, right? Good, so nice good side lunge, nice good lift. If you're not doing lower body today, I know some of you might be dealing with an injury, focus on the upper body. You can still get strength training. If we're doing some single leg things, you can try working your strong leg, your non-injured leg. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go for our side lunge triple knee. There is scientific evidence that if you have an injury, working the other side, good, 2 and 1. Working the other side is going to help you with a little bit, just a little bit of maintaining strength on the injured arm. It's not gonna be a lot. You've seen people that have had casts on and they have that muscle atrophy. But continuing to strength train does help a little bit. I mean, it's a little, but it does help. And it's just good mentally, if you can. Good, so option, low impact, step, push off, bring it in, out. It's that push off right here. That's our power. 2 and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Super quick drink of water. I'm gonna fix my timer. Second set, we're doing a lunge with a bicep curl. Our second exercise is gonna be a pulsing lunge with a knee drive. So I'm just trying to get my timer reset. You get that extra little bit of time. Okay, 4 rounds, not 2. All right, lunge with a bicep curl. Option 1, alternate. Option 2, you can do all one side. See how you feel. In 3, 2, and 1. Reverse lunge, bicep curl. So I'm gonna do all one side, and I'm going to do a little bit of a rotating curl. Now, if you wanna alternate, you absolutely can. I'm just doing this because it's gonna be torture on my leg. I'm gonna get a double whammy because that pulsing lunge with a knee drive, I want you to try to do it all on one leg. You can alternate it when we get to the cardio part, but I'm just gonna do round 1 right, round 2 left. Good, 10 seconds. Drop that knee back down towards the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pulsing lunge with a knee drive. Your option 1, pulse, pulse, knee drive, okay? Option 2, Take it back, in, back, knee. Back, in, back, knee. This is your no jump. This is your no pulse. Your time is on. So back, in, back, knee. Coming out of those starting blocks, if you can, right here. Pulse, pulse, knee drive. This is our power again. That stand and that knee drive. So down, 2, lift. Down, 2, lift. And it can be a small pulse or back, in, back, lift. Back, in, back, lift. I'm definitely feeling my glutes here. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go back, lunge with a curl. Go back to alternating if you were alternating. I'm switching over to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. So lunge and curl. Good. So drop it down, stand up nice and tall. We want to push through that front heel. Again, your lunge can be a little shallower. Drop, lift. But try to get as close to the floor as your knees will let you. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pulsing lunge with your knee drive or back, in, back, lift. 3, 2, and 1. So option 1, pulse, pulse, drive it, pulse. Front leg, push through, quick knee drive. If we have to hit something, we don't want to pulse it and hit like this. It's not very much power. Down, lift, and up. Even if you're here, back, in, back, push. So power is strength times time, okay? This is our physics. So we want to be strong quickly. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in the center. Grab a quick drink. Moving on, circuit number 3. We're gonna do a squat with a press. Option 1, 1 dumbbell. Option 2, 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand. Second exercise is a pulsing squat with a jack in and out. Yes, we have pulses today. You can always keep it low impact. So grab a weight you can do overhead presses with. Yes, you can alternate right, left, or you can do both at the same time. Squat to press. Let's get our hands into position. In 3, 2, and 1. So feet hip width, maybe a little bit wider. Squat and press. I'm going slow. This is not my power move. This is my strength move. Down, press, reach up and over. Check your core. If you have tight shoulders, sometimes we arch back just so we can get our arms straight overhead. They can go a little out in front. Good, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, squat jack. So we start down, option 1, pulse, pulse, in, out, or pulse, tap it in, right here. Time is on, little pulse, tap, little pulse, tap. Again, stand, power, nice and quick, lift. If you need to, you can do little pulses and an overhead reach. Heart rate goes up. If you need to, keep it low, Heart rate stays a little bit lower. But if you can, a little pulse, in, out. If I ever mention, I think I have, I hate plyos. I really do. I am not a fast twitch muscle kind of girl. 3, 2, and 1. Squat to press. Squat to press. So feet hip width, maybe a little bit wider. Hands at the shoulders, right here. Squat, stand, press it up. Remember what we talked about in the warm-up. When we drop our hips down towards the floor, don't arch your back. So there's a fine line between here, yes, and here. Find somewhere in the middle. A little tuck, just tightening up that core. Stack your ribs over your hips. 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, squat jacks. Now you can skip the pulse. That's okay too. 3, 2, and 1. Down, 2, tap. When we do our squat jacks, we're not pushing our knees forwards because we think, oh, that's how I'm going to keep my torso up. So it's gonna go over your knees or over your toes, but we're still pushing the hip back. We have a chair really low. We want to sit back into that chair and stand. We have 15 seconds. I'm going to try to finish up here. Like I said, I hate these. Everybody's like, oh, you got to love this. I hate them. 2, and 1. Walk around, grab a drink. We have deadlift, heel lift, and then we're gonna do some agility jump drills. You don't have to jump, right? All right, deadlift, heel lift, really basic. So same thing, little tuck, tighten the core, keep it tight, shoulders down and back. Hinge, stand, heel lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we are here. We hinge, we stand, we lift our heels. Check your position. A heel lift is not there, and a heel lift is not here. Okay? Hinge, just stand tall, roll through the ball of the foot and the big toe. Lift and stand. When we go forward, sometimes we collapse at our chest because we're trying to get all the way down to the floor. You don't have to. A lot of people, you get to your knees, feel that stretch, you're good. 2, and 1. All right, option 1, side, front, side, back. Option 2, side, front, side, back. Your time is on. So it's quick, 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 quick. We're gonna go all one way. Next round, we're gonna go the other way. So this is part of a brain test. Remember which direction you were going. Here and here. Hop, forward, side, and back. Side, front, side, back. It's okay if you just hop in the center. That's okay too. But if you can, little hops, make a square. Soft knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deadlift, heel lift. We're getting calf work here today. Next 2 rounds are on the floor. Make life a little easier anyway. 2 and 1. Right here. Hinge, stand, heel lift. Check your feet and feel how you're lifting. A lot of times, I know some people have bunions and kind of funky feet. We want to make sure that we're not lifting and rolling to the outside edge of your foot. We don't want to roll out. Try your best. Roll through that big toe. If you don't have mobility in that big toe, it's going to affect your gait. It's going to affect your walk, and that can affect your knees and your hips. And that just goes all the way up the chain. 3, 2, and 1. All right, agility drills. Do you remember which direction you went? We got to go the other way. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So we take it over. Side, front, side, and back. How many people waited for me because you couldn't remember? Remember, side, front, side, and back. Side, front. Now, some of you may have done the same foot leading all the time, except for when you go the other way. Do what you can. Side, front. You just got to remember to change directions periodically. Good. 12 seconds. Remember, this is good for our brains. If we're right-handed, we can't always do everything with the right side. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. I'm sure my husband's probably wondering what the heck is going on. All right, we're gonna do push-ups with a shoulder tap. So we're gonna go down, up, tap, tap. Incline push-ups are fine. If you have a band, banded chest press is okay too. You can even do chest presses on the floor. You're just not gonna necessarily do the shoulder taps. Second exercise, we're gonna do a plank walkout. 2 climbers, walk yourself back up. If you're using a chair, hand on the chair, step back into your plank. Knee drive, step it forwards and stand, okay? But we're gonna do 1 push-up, 2 shoulder taps. So 8, 7, here's 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 45 seconds. This is our strength. So down, lift, shoulder, and shoulder. When we do our shoulder tap, don't shift your weight from one side into the other. So we don't want to shift and shift. To help, think about taking your knees or your toes a little bit wider, bracing your core, and squeeze your glutes. Planks and push-ups are a total body exercise. So we don't want to do just our chest and our back. We got to do our glutes, our quads, our core. Good. Here's 2 and 1. I'm going to bring myself back up to standing. Take a deep breath. You can start down on the floor. That's okay too. We're going to do a plank walkout. 2 climbers. Here we go. Hinge it forward. Walk it out. Nice, good plank. 2, 1. Walk yourself all the way back up. If you want to make this a little bit harder, do 4 climbers fast. And I want you to walk yourself forward out into your plank. And I want you to walk yourself back up as fast as you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, go at your own speed. Remember, this is our power move, which means if you go faster, you got to use those muscles. Good. 3, 2, and 1. On the floor or standing. If you're standing, walk around. We got 1 more set. So we're going to go for those push-ups, 2 shoulder taps. Here's 2 and 1. So deep breaths. Shoulders down and back. Brace your core right here. Down. Press it up. Tap and tap. This is your strength. If you're having trouble, you can always just try holding your push-up. Yes. Hold it at the top. Hold your plank. If you need to, I'm feeling my shoulders. I want good quality over quantity. Shoulders down. Press it up. Tap, tap. We have 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders, give yourself a break. I'm going to come back up to standing. Plank walkout for climbers. 2, and 1. So take it down, walk it out. Start slow, climber, climber. Walk yourself back up to standing. That is your option 1. Go a little bit slower. Climb, climb, walk it up. Challenge. We're gonna walk it out a little faster. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk yourself back up. Nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it up. We have 10 seconds. 2, and 1. Carefully bring it down. We're gonna do a pullover with a skull crusher. If you're staying standing today, round 1, you're going to do a straight arm press back. Okay, so you're gonna do a straight arm press back. Round 2, you're gonna do a tricep kick back. That's gonna work the same muscles. We're just gonna work them both at the same time. Second exercise is bicycles. You are more than welcome to do standing core rotation. But I'm going to do this with 1 dumbbell today. You can do it with 2. So we're gonna take it all the way down. Knees bent, feet flat. Goal is to keep the low back pressed into the floor. So we're working core even if we're not doing crunches. So we're gonna open from the shoulder, bring it up. Now we're going to bend at the elbow and bring it back up again. So lower to the floor, bring it up, bend at the elbow, and bring it up. Your time is officially on now. So it's okay if you only go halfway down with the pullover. Just bring the dumbbell towards the forehead and then back up. Do not hit yourself in the forehead. These are called skull crushers for a reason. So we're gonna lower, lift, bend, and straighten. Again, if you're standing, I want you to do straight arm press backs here. So forward fold, and you're just gonna think about trying to take your pinky to the ceiling with a straight arm, working the back of the shoulder. It's not about height, it's about using those muscles under your arms and at the back of your shoulder. Good job, bring it in. We're gonna go for bicycles. Again, slow, fast, you choose. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So option 1, slow right here, shoulder towards the opposite knee. Osteoporosis, osteopenia, you're gonna hold it and you're just gonna do the leg lift. So you're gonna do an isometric crunch with your leg lift. For those of you that are able, we're gonna do shoulder towards the opposite knee. Same thing if you're standing and you're doing that knee lift, you can always just hold it and do a weighted march. Focus on core stability and not rotation. 15 seconds. With 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pull over with skull crusher. I'm going to come up just for a quick demo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is tricep kickbacks right here from my standing students. If you did tricep kickbacks last round because you knew what they were and you want to do press backs here, this is your press back. So remember, we're not trying to go to the ceiling, press and press. Can you do press back, bend, straighten, and down? Yes, you can. Absolutely. This is just focusing on the back side of that body. Some of you, if you've been in fitness for a while, have heard friends don't let friends skip leg day. It's also friends don't let friends only do bench presses and skip rows. Good job. All right, we're gonna go for our bicycles or our isometric hold. If you're standing, you can do a standing shoulder to opposite knee, or you can just do a weighted march. Good, so option one, can you crunch and hold, either up or down? And we're just gonna do a lift. Standing, you do the exact same thing standing up. If you wanna take it up a little bit, add in that rotation right here, or press and press. We have 12 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Give yourself a little break. If you're on the floor, you can go into Shavasana or just give yourself a rest. If you're standing, you can absolutely walk it around. I'm just doing the rotation because my SI joint has been irritated lately. I'm not sure what I did. It was feeling so good for a while. It's one thing I gotta say that gets really frustrating. It's like you're doing great, and then all of a sudden you sleep wrong, or you sneeze, or you bend over to pick up like a pencil off of the floor, and your body's like, nope, not doing that today. It's like, oh, come on. All right, when you are ready, push yourself up to a seated position. If you're standing, you can come to a chair, or if you want to, you can always just hang out with us on the floor. It's personal preference. I know not everybody likes getting up and down off the floor, but you need to be able to do it. All right, we're gonna take it in the center. Again, you can do this sitting in a chair. Hands by your hips. We're just gonna go 90, and we're gonna go 90. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling my hip today. So if you don't want to do this, if you're thinking that's just too much rotation, just do windshield wipers, right? So you're still doing the movement, internal, external rotation. It's all coming from the hips. That was just a regression. This is a progression. And everybody's different, so don't feel you have to do what I'm doing, because if you look like this, we're not getting the hip work that we want. So we want to lean back so we can really focus on the hips. Remember, quality over quantity. Good, bring it in the center. We're gonna start with butterfly feet. If you're sitting in a chair, I just want you to step your legs out wide and press out on your inner thighs. And we're gonna do just a little forward fold in the center. Turn to the right, turn to the left. Then we look to the right, so a little turn here, a little turn here. Then we do a side bend, and we do a side bend. Good, now we're gonna take those legs out and straight in front of us. Again, you can kind of do the same thing sitting in a chair, just don't fall out of your chair. We're gonna reach for the toes, little hammy stretch here. Corner, corner, and turn. And it's not a turn 180, you don't have to look behind you. And then it's a side bend and a side bend. Good, now we're gonna take it out for a straddle. Your straddle may be here. Some of you may be really wide. Good, we're gonna take it forward and we're gonna reach. Corner, corner, turn, turn, side bend, and side bend. Good. We're going to go ahead and bring it in. We're going to have our knees bent and our feet flat. Option one, I just want you to take one hand and reach back for the other, lengthen the elbows, and then start to lift. So we're doing a chest stretch. If you can, hands are going to be by your hips, shoulders down. I want you to lift up into a reverse tabletop, and then I want you to think about going forwards and backwards. So we're keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Your hips can be low. You don't have to be super high, but I know some of you can do this one with me. We should feel a stretch in our biceps. Okay, so up by our shoulders, right in the front of our arm. Good, let's go ahead and bring it down. And we're gonna take our hands, we're just gonna circle those wrists. And we're gonna go the other direction. Let's go ahead and flip it over into hands and knees. We're gonna do a little bit, we're gonna do that flow. We know this flow. We're gonna sit back into child's pose, tuck your chin, round your spine, roll through. We're gonna come into an up dog variation, point your toes, and drop your hips. You can add a little side to side wiggle. And then we're gonna sit it back. Now, if you are standing, you can just do a seated cat-cow. Good. Or you're gonna do a, well, standing cat-cow, seated cat-cow, it's completely up to you. So a variation of up dog, little wiggle. Goal is to take the hips down to the floor, open it up. One more time, sit it back, hips to heels. Tuck your chin, round your spine, or osteoporosis, osteopenia, don't tuck and round. You're just gonna pull yourself forward, and you're gonna hold a plank, and you're just gonna squeeze your glutes. If you can, again, you're gonna point your toes, drop your hips, little wiggle side to side. Good, we're gonna sit it back. We're gonna come up to a half kneeling position. If you're standing, come into a lunge position. If you're sitting, turn sideways in your chair so the back of the chair would be here. And I'm sitting sideways, this leg is hanging off the front of the chair. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute. We're gonna do a little push forward just to deepen this stretch. And then we're gonna add in a little side bend, lifting the ribs and dropping the hips. Try not to let your body turn forwards. We want to think we're running our arm up the wall behind us. Good, bring it in, switch it over to the other side. Same thing, so half kneeling, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, just a little bit of a push forward, deepen that stretch. And now we're gonna reach it up, a little side bend. And I want you to think lifting more than falling over. That's gonna help you keep your balance too. Good, bring it in. We're gonna pull this leg back a little bit, push through. We're gonna come up to standing. And that is why we do lunges. Big breath in, hands behind the ears, squeeze the elbows together. Take it as close to the small of the back as you can get, squeeze the elbows. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, and squeeze. And it's okay if you're not quite able to get there. You do the best you can. So imagine you're running your hand up and down the wall behind you. Good squeeze. A big breath, inhale, take it out, exhale. Arms down, roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket, thumbs pointing forwards. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Try to keep your torso nice and even and level. Good, bring the head up, look to the right, look to the left. Good, bring it in the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. One more time, big breath in, and out, and you are all done. So I hope that you enjoyed that workout. Let me know what you thought about it. I thought it was a really good one. I can definitely feel that I was breathing heavy and getting my workout in. Let me know what you would like to see more of. Like I said, I do tend to do a lot of strength training, which is something that we all need, but let me know. I know my no equipment ones usually go over pretty well. Do you want resistance bands? What do you want me to do? Do you want some more bar, more mobility? Let me know. I always like to hear from you and know what you want to see. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, you can join me in a live class Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Time or Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 a.m. Central Time. So we have cardio kickboxing, Strong Nation, we have strength training, we have a boot camp type, a couple of strength and cardio combination workouts. And we have a mobility on Friday at 7 a.m. And those classes are always free if you watch the recordings on my website. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again in class. So bye.